thank you everyone for joining us for this session of Webinar Wednesday. Today we will be looking at another option on filtering data. That today we'll look at filtering sources in order to create custom searches. We will be focusing on our GeoSyncGO Plus application, and as usual, we are applying this technology to applying this solution to everyday technology for everyday work. So, looking at conditional, oops, sorry, bad title there. The scenario today, looking at searches, we are working in our code enforcement workflow, and for this workflow, we have a countywide address data source. And we already have the data source there, our layers are there, our styles already exist, so all the basic stuff is there. The basic address layer that already exists in the map includes the entire county. So in this case, our code enforcement is for Mapsync Village, a community within that county. And what we'd like to do is limit the address search, or create an address search that is limited to only those addresses in Mapsync Village. So that way when we do a search, if we find a duplicate street name between Mapsync Village and some other community in the county, we don't have to guess between those. So we want to nail this down, tie this down specifically to our Mapsync Village area, which is this small little area here where you see all the extra features. So in order to do that, work with this, we need to use the management tools of GeoSyncGO Plus, basically the account information, the account tools. So obviously you have to open the app to get started. Just as a reminder, there's two ways to do that. You can actually, excuse me, open the use the GeoSyncGO installed app on iOS, Android, or Windows devices, laptops, computers, tablets, that what have you, phones. Or you can actually, if you can't, for some reason you could not get the app installed, you can use the web-hosted GeoSyncGO browser at geosync.com/go. So once you actually open the app, you'll need to sign in, and well, you have to sign in to be able to utilize the account management settings. So, and you have to log in as a user with administrative rights. Of course, that's all set up in your account. I just need to know if you are an administrator or not. If not, you can't do this. So log in as an administrative user. And when you first open the app, when you first sign into the app, not necessarily open it, there are two ways to get the account. When the app first opens, you will see, well, after you sign in, you'll see a list of your projects. Now, there's also an account button. You select the account, it'll take you to the account settings. If you happen to go ahead and select a project, don't worry, you can still get to the account. If your project opens, just go to the menu at the top right, the drop down, and select account from there. So you can get to the account either way, even if you've already opened a map. The excuse me. So account management, we want to go to our searches settings, where we actually build and manage our searches that we create. So once you select that, you'll go into the searches menu, and in this case, we're actually going to start off by creating a new search. You notice there is an address search here, but that address search is for the entire county. It includes all the addresses in the entire county. So we're going to create a new one that will limit our search to Mapsync Village. So once I select new, we get the new menu, and this we have a video about creating and managing searches that you can refer back to for more detail. But I will go through it just as a review on creating a new address search. Basically, what we are focusing on today is filtering a search. So, but to go back to that, you'll give this address search a name. You'll select the data source. We'll select the field that we want to search on, and we will, if you want, you can select an additional display field for the search results. in this case, I've selected community. So it will display our address that we search for plus the community for that address. It is specifically because that's what we're going to actually filter our results on. So you'll notice here, just for a standard search, there's no filters. So this search would this search tool would search for any feature in the entire data source. In this case, I'm searching the address field. So if I searched for Main, it would find Main Street, East Main, West Main, and no matter what community, MapSync Village or any other community in the county. So it's going to search everything. So we want to refine that. To refine the search down to filter it down to MapSync Village, as we discussed, we need to use the filters. You select this field and pick the field in the data source that you want to filter on. In this case, we've selected community, and you want to select your operator, and this has multiple operators. There's equal to, less than, greater than, all the standard stuff. But I've selected equal to, and then you put your value that you're searching for. And notice the note here. On the value, your attribute value is case sensitive. So make sure you use the same case as recorded in the database. It should be uppercase, but sometimes things change. But it should always be uppercase unless it's a special situation. Now, once you define these, select the plus sign. That will actually add this filter to this search. So you see at the bottom, after I've clicked add, it says the filter is community equal MapSync Village. So what this search is going to be, I've named it MSV address for MapSync Village address. Searching the structures, the county structures layer, address layer. Searching in the address field and going to display community. But as far as the search, we're going to search the address field, and we're only searching those address records that have a community of MapSync Village. So, and don't forget to save. Go through all this work and don't save. No fun. Okay, so there's our filter. We have a standard address, and now we customize it by filtering our data source. All right, filtering on our data source. Also, as a reminder, don't forget to add this search to your project. If it's an existing search that you've already got in your project, you're fine. But in this case, we actually created a new search. So I would then go to my projects menu, select the project I want my search in, go to my searches, select my search that is created, and add that to the list, as you can see here. So, and save. Now, once you save, again, remember to save. And I'm going through this kind of quick, but we do have other videos on, or have a video on managing your projects for GeoSyncGO Plus. You can find it on our YouTube channel if you want to go back and review that. But just as a reminder, make sure you add your search to your project. That's part of the process. So now we want to test our custom search, so we need to view the map project. The way you do that, from the account tools menu to top right, you select this menu and just click home. That will take you back to the home screen where you have a list of your projects. In this case, I was working with our MapSync Village code enforcement, so I'll select that project. Now I'm back to my project view. And in this case, here are my searches. I selected the MapSync Village address search, typed in 3250 BLAZ, hit enter or go, and my result was it found 3250 Blazer Parkway, MapSync Village. Marked that on the map, zoomed to it, and ID'd it. So in this case, if I had set Main Street, I would only find the Main Street in MapSync Village, not in CDP Town or what have you. So that is it, kind of short and sweet. I hope this webinar helps you out and you get some good use out of it. So thank you for attending.